Okay, I just want to review what I've just sent you so you have some form of brief explanation. I'm not an attorney, and if there's anything on here that you feel you need further explanation on, you have to contact your own attorney on these matters. Okay, got that out of the way. All right, we've got a 26 pages, 26 pages. This is the as-is residential contract. That means that you will be accepting the property as is. We'll go through it one bit by bit. Okay. This is your name, Robert and Lisa. This is their name, or his name, actually what it is. Dad was Harrison Williams Trust. Christopher is the person I saw who's the trustee. So that's the way it's written. Don't worry about that. We're not asking for any personal property. Personal property, and we have here, we can see that this does include range, ovens, refrigerators, dishwashers, disposal, ceiling fans, intercom, light fixtures, rods and draperies if they're fitted to the house, blinds, window treatment, smoke detectors, garage door opener, security gate, and other devices. All right, if they're present. So we're offering 263. Their price was 268. You told me to offer them 268. But the closing costs, because we decided we're going to pay for title, are going to be something in the region of about 3,500. And I haven't worked it out yet because I want to know what their final price is from then. So I've knocked off 5,000 because I think that we deserve a little bit back from that. But nevertheless, we're going to put down $3,000 deposit, which you said is okay. Initially, we're going to ask for a 100% loan. So that means theoretically, you don't have to bring anything to the table for the loan. So you will be getting a $3,000 check back. But that will go towards the cost of your getting the loan and stuff like that. I've given them until Friday, 5 p.m. We don't count public holidays usually. And the closing date, I'm going to give you 45 days, which is about the January the 12th. If your bank, if Kyle works quickly, then we can do it earlier. If for some reason we can't get it by that date, then we can extend it. All right, there's the extension of the closing date there. It just says that if the bank doesn't do its job, we can extend by up to no more than 10 days. You're not asking to go in early or anything like that, and they're not asking you to stay in after. This contract is for you. You can't hand it over to somebody else. What I have done here, and I do suggest you ask Kyle about getting a conventional loan as well as a VA loan. I've ticked that there. If you can't get a loan on this property, either because you don't qualify with your credit, which I know isn't going to happen, or the home doesn't appraise, then we don't have to buy the house. That's basically what that says. The costs that are going to be paid by the buyer and the seller. This is quite important because there are always costs involved. And what I've done here, I said the buyer shall designate closing agent and pay for the owner's policy and charges. So the charges on the owner's policy are going to be about $575 per 100,000. So if you get 575 times 2.6, it's about $1,500. We are going to pay for that. Also, we will be paying any recording fees and stuff like that. And also, of course, in addition to your loan costs. Now, I can't tell you about your loan costs. That's up to Kyle. We're not asking for a home warranty. You can buy one if you want. We can get one before closing. I'll need to explain that to you. But home warranties cost about $500 or $600. They cover everything in the house that is a system or works, like any appliances, electrical system, plumbing system, AC, and so forth. It doesn't cover any structural deficiencies like leaking roofs or stuff like that. But if your AC breaks down, you know, some people might say that you've got a bit of a dodgy AC unit there. I don't think it is dodgy. It was working fine just now. But maybe it'll go on for another 1 or 2 years. Who knows? Get yourself a home warranty and they'll come in and replace it. So there's a good thing there. There's some warnings here about radon gas. Doesn't really apply to us down in Florida. It's not in the flood zone, only just, but we'll be checking on that with the insurance company. It gives us 15 days, and it says here that if you determine in the buyer's sole discretion that the property is not acceptable, you can cancel. No need to give a reason. So effectively, if they accept this contract, they are taking it off the market and allowing us to think about it for 15 days, which I think is a good deal. Those are the calendar days, not business days. Your money will be kept with an escrow agent, which we nominated on the first page here. This isn't necessarily the title company, but I don't hold an escrow account. I give it to a title company, and I know these guys very well. They're excellent. It's not a choice that you have to make, but you do have to choose a title company. And if you're going to choose one, this is as good as any, but that's your choice. What else have we got? Let's move on down. There's a lot of legal stuff here. We've got the 15 days escrow agent. There's some professional advice broker. I do the best I can, but I'm not an expert of everything. And be aware that if you do default after your 15 days is up, you could lose your earnest money. And they've got to provide a good clean title to the property, no liens or any other clouds on the title, so you get it free and clear. If they have a survey, then they must provide one. If not, then we've got to buy one, probably for the mortgage company. They will want one. And there's no leases available, and they will clear on the property. They will actually provide the property without any liens, any claims for debt on it. And what else have we got? There's a lot of stuff here which is just legal stuff I'm not going to go through. And at the end of it, we got the signatures. We're providing a homeowners association disclosure, which they provided and signed, and we've signed back. And we've also got an FHA or VA financing form, which shows that our home has got to actually appraise out according to the the VA appraiser. Otherwise, we don't have to buy it. This is where you sign, and that's the end of the contract. Here's this federal housing and VA. We're not using the FHA part of it, but just the VA. That's down here, and basically it says here that the seller shall pay for any termite inspections and stuff like that, and we if the cost of appraisal repairs exceeds the limit imposed on paragraph 2 above, and I put in there, I didn't put anything in there, I'll write that in afterwards, but that's going to be 0 there, then that's the way that is. Homeowners Association disclosure is just saying that these are the fees: $475 a year, $562 per quarter. This is the name of the person in charge of the HOA. You can give her a call and get the hot information. They're telling us on the property disclosure that they did, what is this? I can't even work that. Let me pause that whilst I look at that. Okay, that's the AC heater in the lanai not working. So they're telling us about that. We do know about that. Any leaks? There was a leak in the garage, but which has been addressed. We have that checked out by the inspector. Subject to restrictions on the HOA docs. I've got a copy of those. I'm going to send those to you. We can look at those over the next 15 days. This is just to show you that I don't hold an escrow account. It goes into a title company, so there is a dispute which can't be settled by the wording of the contract, then you guys are going to have to go to the title company to get the money back. I'm advising you to actually inspect the property, especially for the roof and what have you. As you have not seen the property personally, I may get my attorney to draw up a standard letter saying that you accept the fact that you haven't seen it in situ, and hold me harmless, just in case I missed anything, because we really are relying on the inspector here. We don't use cashier checks or anything. Be careful when you're wiring money. Only get the instructions directly from the person, preferably by phone, that you are wiring it to. Don't use any information that is texted to you or sent in an email. Probably doesn't apply to your home so much. It's more like a new home, but the law says we have to provide an energy efficiency disclosure and rating notice. If you want, you can get a energy efficiency rating done on your home. And that's really it. So there it is. Click through all that lot and sign it. And if you have any questions, give me a call. The deal is that you sign it, I check it over, and then I send it over to the other agent. The other agent checks it over, gives it to the seller. The seller checks it over, decides to sign it, gives it back to the agent, gives it to me, and then I give it back to you. We don't actually have a contract until you actually receive the contract yourself, or I receive it. So the fact that they sign it doesn't mean anything until I actually receive a copy back, and then that way we've both got identical copies. And then we still got 15 days from that effective date. The minute I receive it, that's the effective date of this contract, and the clock starts ticking. And during that day, that 15 days, we've got to get the inspection done, check on any insurance costs, check on any HOA rules and regulations that we need, and get the inspection done. Did I say that? And anything else that you have any doubt about. All right, so that's the very best I can do for you at the moment. It's now 11 o'clock at night, and I'm going to go to bed. A bit tired, and I'm sure you'll be going there pretty soon anyway. Okay, talk to you later. Bye-bye.